To the Ted McKnight final. This is the Sussex Rangers U13 AA versus the KV Hawks U13 AA. It's been a weekend of good hockey. These have been the top two teams by far. They had a battle there the other day. It might have been yesterday, actually. KV came out with a 3-1 win, an empty netter, 5-on-3 goal. So it should be a tight battle. Again, we were only able to get one goal on them that night. We're hoping for a little bit more bounces to go our way. Cam Delaney was excellent in that game, but I felt there was a lot of loose pucks that could have went one way or the other, and it went the way for KV. So hopefully we're able to come out for the Sussex squad and get the W. I know we have the KV parents also tuning in. I will try to be unbiased, but if I say something you don't like, I am the Sussex broadcast. I think I memorized every player on this team. I don't know if they still have, they had number 13, Jackson Flood, as an affiliate up last time we played. I'm not sure if he's still up. I haven't seen him yet. I'm going off the roster I had the other day. I still had it in my pocket. But I think I know all these kids. I don't think I'm gonna have a problem here. I'm not seeing Jackson Flood, so I assume he's not here. The big goal scorer over here is Sam Fougier, number 17. I would say he's leading the league. Leading the tournament without question is number 19, Jay Cunningham. He's good for about, he's had 2 hat tricks this tournament. I think he's had at least more than one goal beyond that. So I'd say 7 to 9 goals this tournament. So we're going to start right off with the big 2 dogs. Sam Fougier, Coach Chippy himself, up against Jay Cunningham, Godzilla. And the puck is dropped and we are underway. Ted McKnight 53rd annual final. Puck's out front, comes out to Arnott. Arnott shoots, Nolan with the save, rebound, save. Quick whistle, Nolan made 2 quick saves. Sam Fougier was able to put in loose puck, but the whistle had already gone. We love to give up that early one, but we didn't this time. So thank you to the referee, honestly. Back to the point. Thrown in. Brett Proctor. Brett's getting chased down by Sam. Wes Tabor gets it back. Wesley Tabor throws it into the kneecap of the linesman who's feeling it. Here comes Nolan McGraw, gets it back wide open over here for number 12. Taking Liam Berner, number 12. Try to find a little bit better angle. Shot, Nolan save. Nolan McGraw coming around for a wraparound. Another attempt, another shot. Going for the wraparound on the other side. Sam Fougier tries to put a net. Jay Cunningham gets it, able to throw it out. Good pressure by KV. We haven't been in their zone yet. Well, I guess we're in the zone there, but we didn't have possession in their zone yet. Here comes Felix Travis. Felix Travis moves it up for Emmett Tabor. Emmett Tabor, the outside's got 2 guys on him. Good job by Kyle Forgy, who got player of the game last time we played these guys. Tries to put it over for Cooper Gregg, but just a little ahead of him. Here comes number 3, Jake James. Jake James going to the outside. Gets past Sawyer. Or not Sawyer, Shea Surratt. Leaves it for Arnott. Stopped along the boards. Jack Merrill just skating over everybody. Falls on Grant. Emmett. Emmett moves up for Cooper. Cooper, offside. It's going to come back towards us. Icing. 9:51 remaining of the first period. It is a 0-0 hockey game. Great pressure from KV early. Great opportunities. Sam Fougier back out there. He's up against Ryan DeMerchant. They must be doing real fast changes to get Sam back out there. O'Neill throws it on Andy Sims. Shot off the side of the net. From this angle, it looked like it might have went. Here comes Sam Fougier. Sam. Again, Sam's MO is generally out the far side on the other side. He's on his backhand over here. Shot hits the side of the net. They have Sam in a center position. I think he'd make a great left wing. O'Neill throws it over for Jack. Jack pinching in, Margaret Marr. Here comes Sam. Again, he keeps kind of being on his wrong wing. I know he's the centerman. Shea Surratt. Jack Merrill's going to pick it up. Comes out. Thrown back in by Andre Bork. Shea Surratt behind the net. Carl Augustine following him. Chipped out. Nolan directs it to the corner. Nolan McGraw. Nolan McGraw, one of the best players in AA. Right up front. Definitely has the skill to be a AAA player. Kind of oversight for him not to be. Size could play a little bit of a factor, but he's definitely overcomes it. Backhand, Nolan Anderson with the save. Nolan McGraw with the shot. It's underneath of him. 8-10. Cunningham up against Luke Nicole. Luke puts the words Nolan. Nolan's just going to cover it. 8:07 remain of the first period. 0-0 hockey game. Thrown in by Bentley Nelson. Brett Proctor off the glass. Doesn't get out. Forgy throws it in. Forgy was the one who scored the first goal of the last game. Again, it was a 5-on-3 though. Butcher got control, but threw a little behind Sawyer. Sawyer is able to tag up, get it. West Tabor. Forgy's just going to play it deep into his own zone for Bentley Nelson. Bentley Nelson tries to move it over for Jake James. Doesn't get to him. Cohen Butcher throws it back in instead. Cohen Butcher going to go try to pick it up again. Jake James gets it. Grant, good work there. Gets possession. Jay Cunningham with a bit of a body play there. We got a lot of guys who are just on the verge of hitting hockey, and we are penalized heavily for it generally. Giveaway here to Sam Fougier, the guy you don't want to have the puck. Tries to shoot it through Rhett Proctor. Good unintentional shot block by Rhett. Arnott tries to take the shot, goes way up a stick, up high. Oh, Margaret goes into the boards pretty hard. Over for Arnott. Again, I like how these referees call it. We've been playing this season, regular season, and there's just been so many penalties, you can't even play the game. Here comes Cooper. West Tabor, on our defenseman, goes 4 feet offside. Not a great play. .620 remaining of the first period. It is a 1-1 or 0-0 hockey game, sorry. Here comes Jack Merrill. Penalty coming up. A hooking. A little inconsistent with what's been gotten away with so far this game. But Nolan McGraw is going to the box. It'll be a power play for the Sussex Rangers. Carl Augustine out there up against Jay Cunningham. Jack Merrill. Jack tries to play it up for Sawyer. It's picked off by Forgy. Forgy's able to throw it out. Augustine in a foot race. We got two guys going in. It does leave Werner kind of alone out here though. Jay Cunningham notices it. Augustine's happy just to hold the puck and try to waste away the Nolan McGraw penalty. Augustine, pretty tough kid, able to hold in there, but not as tough as Godzilla. Our monster, the Dragon Zord. Here he comes, Jay Cunningham. Oh, he loses it right at the net. Shoots. It's underneath of him. Sawyer's going into her ass. There it is. Just popped it to the left. Number 15, Luke Nicole, up against Emmett Tabor. Comes over for Cooper. Cooper back to Wesley. Wesley doesn't get much on it. Andy Sims puts it to the corner. Arnott. Arnott up for Luke Nicole. Again, it's our power play. Bouncing puck. Wesley. Oh, Wesley almost gives it away. Wesley sticks with it though. Rhett Proctor plays it to the goalie. No one's going to cover it. A little bit of a misplay there, but we're okay with it. 4:59 remaining of the first period, 47 seconds remaining of the power play for the Sussex Rangers, 0-0 hockey game. Carl Augustine still up against Emmett Tabor. Brett, backhand, Cooper Gregg. Cooper's just going to throw it in. 35 seconds left of our power play. Oh! Puck's kind of left there before the opening of the net. Felix is really good around the net. This is a very long shift for the penalty killers. Wesley. Wesley up the boards. Again, we are the ones with the power play. Seeing less evidence of that by the second. Sam Fougier's out here again. Their two big men are out there. All Augustine just left. Still a dangerous line. Nolan McGraw with the puck now out to Sam. Sam can't get the shot off. Margaret Marr tries to get back to him. He gets it. Played way back. Gets past Bork. Somewhere along the boards here. Down deep. No ice. Bentley Nelson with it. Bentley Nelson. Over for Sam Fougier. Nice little give and go there by Henry Pond. Henry Pond was the second goal scorer of the game yesterday. Margaret gets held up. Jack, pretty aggressive there with Margaret. It's a deserved penalty. I don't know even which part of it you call, but all of it together certainly comes together for a penalty. The only thing about our penalties is usually we take them in bunches of 2. So power play right now, a 4-on-5. We'll see how quickly this becomes a 5-on-3, but we're good for one of those every game. Forgy. Forgy moves over. Butcher. Butcher up for Jay Cunningham again. Shot right into Andy Sims. Good positioning by Andy to be there for it. Jay's not one that misses often. Andy didn't give him anything to shoot for. Good short-handed opportunity. Kill 12 seconds off of the penalty. Jay Cunningham pokes it back down. Cohen Butcher out there with the penalty kill. He'd be an excellent penalty killer. He often has to cover back for one of the defensemen. I find he makes great defensive plays. Margaret Marr coming along the side. Wes Tabor has it. Wes is just going to throw it in. Tucker Scott. Tucker off the boards. Margaret is so fearless. She kind of puts herself in dangerous positions. Margaret with it now. Emmett Tabor gets it, throws it down the length of the ice. Actually puts it on net. Carl Augustine back out there. He was on the penalty kill a moment ago, and now he's on the power play. I think there's rolling lines, mind you. Grant out there with Nolan McGraw. Augustine loading up. Shot. Nice tip. Beautiful tip by whoever that is. I think it was number 8. Shot in by Augustine. Tipped down by Braden Grant. No, that's right, thanks. Braden Grant with an excellent tip, and the KV team strikes first. That was some excellent hand-eye out of Grant. Give the KV team a 1-point lead on the power play. Power play's over now because of that. Jack gets out of the box. He's over there harassing now. Lost the stick. Grant with the puck. Shot, goal, Grant, right on the doorstep. Brandon Grant. Or Braden Grant. What a shift. He's not a guy who usually jumps off the page. No offense to him. He's got the assistant captain. But 2 excellent plays. Well-placed shot just inside post there. Really good tip a moment ago. KV team is rolling with a 2-goal lead. 1:48 remaining of the first period. Bouncing puck. Here comes DeMerchant. Goal! DeMerchant! Andy Sims went to slide over. He opened the 5-hole right at the worst possible spot. Ryan DeMerchant just throws it on ice and he gets the goal. Gets tripped up by Parker McLaughlin. But Ryan DeMerchant keeps us in this game. It was about to get out of hand. Good cheering section over here. Oh, there's a bunch of Sussex kids and a bunch of KV kids. Great job there by Ryan DeMerchant. I was starting to panic. Grant, so far, the player of the game. Brett Proctor, hard up the boards. Carl. Cohen Butcher with it. Cohen goes right up the middle. 2 of the Hawks players kind of collide. Jay Cunningham. They're going to know to limit him. He's probably put a target on his back. Shot from a hard angle. Brett Proctor, one-timer, wide of the net. Puck rolls up. He puts it on along the glass, rolls right up to the top of it and goes out. Could be a face-off outside, but I almost think it shouldn't be. Looks like they're experimenting with the lines a little bit here. Shot. Could have just been because of the penalty and we're still kind of adjusting from it. Here comes Sam Fougier. Jack Merrill. Got to get there. Again, Sam's so long that he doesn't take many strides. He's very fast. 42 seconds counting down. Right out front. Nice attempt there by Margaret. Out front again, backhand. Save. Henry Pond over for Margaret. Margaret back for Pond. Pond looking for options. Gets it out. Sam, backhand. Saved by Nolan. Chipped up. Penalty coming up. But number 5. Andre Bork takes the penalty. There'll be a power play for the Sussex team. Luke Nicole up against Felix Travis. Back for Wesley. Wesley, short little shot in. Cohen Butcher just finds himself on the doorstep with it. Grant, who's a star player I wasn't too aware of before today. And that's the end of the first period. KV comes out with a 2-1 lead. KV, all kinds of pressure early. They had a really good sequence right at the first of the game. They really pretty much should have got a goal there. We were blessed with a quick whistle. Nolan had 2 or 3 saves, and then he had it under the pad a little bit or something, but the puck was still loose. Referee gave him a whistle, but it was quickly put in after that whistle. So that one didn't count, but then it was a big shot from Fougere, tipped down by Grant, and then Grant gets the puck on that same shift and puts it just inside the post. Give them 2 goals. Ryan DeMerchant throws it on net. A little bit of an unfortunate play by the goalie, and it goes 5-hole, and we have a 2-1 hockey game. Sorry if I just screwed that up. I was trying to mute it. I just think is You Shook Me All Night Long, an AC/DC song, because that's going to wreak havoc on the stream. Nice save by Andy Sims. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust. I know the stream's not going to work with that AC/DC playing. Loose puck. Jay takes the shot way wide. Sam Fougere, again, they're penalty killing right now, and they're doing a good job of it. My penalty clock is not lined up at all. For some reason, the penalty clock moves a lot faster than the other clock. I don't know why a second isn't a second. They're able to throw it down the ice again. 46 seconds remaining on here. Emma Tabor. See, that's what we got to get away from. It wasn't one of our guys, it was one of theirs, with a little extra shove when the guy's getting by you. That 9 times out of 10 gets called. Nice centering pass, but just went to nobody. Jack Merrill. Sam Fougere with it. That's the end of the penalty. Should really be icing. Nolan McGraw. Right up front for a nice job by Rep Proctor. Get that away from Carl Augustine. Jack Merrill. Bentley Nelson plays it into his own zone there. I think he's just trying to get to a safe place. I don't know if that's the safest play to do, though. Out's better than in. Here comes Noel McGraw. Offside. Liam Werner. Tucker Scott. Shea Surratt plays it up. Carl Augustine. Liam Byrne throws it in, goes for a line change. Shea Surratt looking for options. Everybody's pretty well covered. He's the quarterback here. It's lucky he hit the linesman. He just kind of throws it down. He wasn't across the red line. It would have been an icing. Into the feet of Cunningham. Cunningham's able to throw it down deep. Tucker Scott with it. Jay finds it. Jay's getting muscled around by Tucker Scott. Margaret. Sam Fougier. One thing I will say that keeps happening for Sam, just to not maximize his, well, here comes Pond. Pond shot, Nolan save. Sam keeps being on his backhand side, where again, every other game I've seen him, he comes down the far side and is able to just rifle that shot the second he gets the opportunity. He has to keep turning out into the play to get to his forehand, to let that whipping shot go that he has. Here's where he should be. Just off the post. Thrown behind the net. Cohen Butcher with an opportunity. Nobody with him though. And he just kind of whiffed on it. Wesley Tabor. Offside. Felix was far behind the play over here on the right side. 7:01 remaining of the second period. Approaching the halfway point. KB leading the game 2-1. 2 goals by Grant. Goal for Sussex by Ryan DeMerchant. There's Grant out there now. Taking it to... I can hear one of our parents yelling, "Come on," but the situation was reversed. We wouldn't want that to be a penalty. Grant with it. Going for the hat trick. Here comes Rhett Proctor. Plays up for Jake James. Luke Nicole. Cooper Gregg. Cooper Gregg for the good guys. Shot. Save. Good job by the defenseman there, Kyle Forgy, to clear that puck. Trying to center it. KV does a really good job of protecting their crease area. Here comes Jake James. Poking there by Rhett. Wesley Tabor. Nolan McGraw. Nolan, he's got a few options. Werner kind of on the doorstep back here. Carl Augustine. Nolan's got to hold his post here. Hand pass by the KV team. 5:35 remaining of the second period. 2-1 hockey game. KV over Sussex. Goal scorers, Braden Grant, then Ryan DeMerchant. Jack Merrill. Jack. Find the net. Turns the other direction. Arnott. Nolan with the save. Back to Bork. Bork's going to throw it in. Nolan puts it into the corner. Nolan McGraw out for Carl Augustine. They're on him. Liam Werner. Right up front. We're going to ice it. Icing's as good as a cover. In this league, anyway. Jay Cunningham, Sawyer Tremblett, Cohen Butcher, Wes Tabor, and Rhett Proctor coming out. Fougier, Nelson, Forgy, Margaret Marr, and Henry Pond on the other side. Sawyer's got a chance. Speed wobbles into the... See, I love that refereeing. That people can get all mad. That's how it should be. He's playing the puck. He's trying to break up a breakaway. Here comes Margaret. Sam Fougier. Jay Cunningham. Jay over for Butcher. Butcher's just going to throw it down into the corner. Sawyer goes for a line change. Emmett's out there with them. Henry Pond with it along the boards. Henry Pond gets broken up here by Emmett Tabor. Emmett tries to go over for Butcher. Comes out. Jay Cunningham gets it, turns, fires. Bouncing puck behind the net now for Butcher. Played over for Margaret Marr. Margaret and Wesley. Margaret gets around Wesley. It's all Rhett with a 3-on-1 here. They move it over to Pond. Pond juggles it a little bit. Opportunity broken up here. Cooper Gregg. Oh, I don't think that was offside, but maybe it was. I know it was bouncing. Nobody really had control, but I kind of thought they got through with it. What's this? Nickelback. Nickelback won't cause any problems. If the stream can't load later, it's because of that long AC/DC song. I'll probably have to mute that whole section out to have the game upload. Which I think was over the break, over the period, like between periods. Here comes Felix. Felix having KV plays really well at like not giving you any space. Here comes Jake James. James down the side. Nolan. Okay, a little wide of him. Felix. Played up. Felix gets it back. Feels like there's KV players everywhere. Jack Merrill. Jack is a defenseman, but our top man up. Penalty coming up. Not on us. Shot. It's a long skate for Nolan to get to our bench. Andre Bork to the box, I think for a hook. Nolan McGraw up against Jay Cunningham. Two of the better players in the league. Werner, McGraw. McGraw's going to carry it out of the zone. Oh, they are penalty killing. Brett throws it on net, trying to learn something from DeMerchant. Nolan McGraw gets it. Wesley Tabor. Nice play by Nolan McGraw. Able to beat the defenseman, able to beat the goalie. 3-1 hockey game. 2:04 remaining of the second period. Short-handed goal, Nolan McGraw. Unassisted. Quite an audience out here tonight. We haven't really got any opportunities. Our best opportunity was a really kind of bad shot on net that happened to go in. Our guy goes down. Again, this is our power play. Bounces over Cohen Butcher's stick. Just battles along the board. Tucker Scott with it. Kyle Forgy. Rolling puck. Chaserette up for Cohen Butcher. Cohen Butcher tries to play it. Grant breaks it up. Carl Augustine. Again, good penalty killing going on here. 30 more seconds of this power play. Sorry, I think I took it off the board. Kyle Forgy just going to play it in. Jack Merrill. Jack up for Butcher. Butcher up for Emmett Tabor. Emmett Tabor down deep. Skates right through Blake Arnott. Felix shoots. I don't know where the puck went. Felix got a shot on there, but puck disappeared in my mind. 43 seconds remaining in the second period. 3-1 hockey game. The Merchant back out there. He's up against Sam Fougier. He's got Parker McLaughlin and Co O'Neill with him. Fougier. This is where I thought he should be on this wing. Wesley moves it up for Parker McLaughlin. Parker gets brought down. Brett Proctor. The Merchant. Goal! The Merchant! 3 seconds on the clock. The Merchant's second goal of the game. Ryan the Merchant, the hero for Sussex so far. Wow! Way to be Ryan the Merchant. Best game he's had this year for sure. Again, putting us within 1 goal again, keeping us alive. Ryan the Merchant. From his knees, there probably should have been a penalty on the play. Instead, he falls down, doesn't quit on it, shoots it from his knees, gets the goal, his second of the game. And that's the end of 2. It's a 1-goal game, 3-2, all on the back of Ryan the Merchant. Other goals from this game, the KV goals have both come from, the first 2 came from Braden Grant. Excellent tip down with a shot, really good hand-eye to get that first one in. And that same shift, he was able to put it right inside the post to make it a 2-0 game. And then Ryan the Merchant went down, kind of a misplay, got a 5-hole. And then Nolan McGraw went through our defenseman, beat the goalie, made it a 3-1 game, and now Ryan the Merchant, with some heroics, has put us back within 1. 12 minutes remaining of this hockey game. KV, very evenly matched opponent for us. Good hockey game. We've ended up in the final of this tournament every year that Nolan's played hockey in Sussex. We've never won it. Hoping to beat the Ghosts. You know, the most heartbreaking one was against the Lancaster team 2 years ago. It was a 1-0 loss. Caden Cole with the shutout in that game. 11:49 remaining. Back to the point, Jack Merrill tries to throw it in. It's in the feet, nobody quite knows where it is. Jay just doesn't know where it is. Jake James. Jake James kind of corners himself into the boards there. Jack Merrill's going to get there first. Bork's going to challenge him. Shot from Forgy, tip. Grant there again for that tip that he got earlier. He didn't get a hold of that one. Forgy shoots it in, hits Nolan in the pads. Jay Cunningham. Jay shoots it on net. Tipped in by number 9. Bentley Nelson with a misplay. Andy Sims just having terrible luck. Where I said the last game, kind of the bounces all went their way. These bounces are definitely going our way. They're definitely outplaying us. 2 really lucky goals for the Sussex team, and it's a 3-3 hockey game. Just one of those plays that's really unfortunate. Hit the defenseman's stick and went in. We're gonna burn a couple seconds off this clock. We have a new hockey game at 11:04 in the third. Again, KV has been the better team so far. Hopefully we can turn the curve here and start playing our game. The Merchant, the hero of this game so far for Sussex. Out front, nice job by Rhett. Just get that out of there. He almost shot it too hard. Almost came back in front. Rhett Proctor drops it back. Carl Augustine's probably gonna be the first one there. He's in a battle with Felix. Carl will have a much larger stick. Right up front to Carl, shoots it wide. Liam Werner. Nolan McGraw and Liam Werner down the boards. Nolan McGraw gets it, plays it back. Played it fast back to McGraw. Liam Werner behind the net. A front shot, Carl Augustine. What a nice setup play. They must practice that. Liam Werner out to Carl Augustine. No hesitation from either of them. They get the shot off instantly, and KV restores their 1-goal lead. 4-3 hockey game. Tucker Scott. Tucker upper pond. Shot. Nolan has it. Ten minutes remaining of the hockey game. 4-3 hockey game for the KV Hawks. Jay Cunningham up against Sam Fougier. Tucker Scott shoots it wide. Margaret Marr down deep. They don't have a lot of weak spots in this team. Margaret Marr with it. Margaret just skating circles around everybody. Jack Merrill, Sam Fougier. Comes Sawyer Tremblett. Comes out for Fougier. Fougier tries to get the shot off. Henry Pond kicks it towards the goalie. Goalie covers it. 9:25 remaining of the third and final period. 4-3 hockey game, KV Hawks. Emmett Tabor up against Luke Nicole. Cooper Gregg able to backhand it over to Felix. Here comes Grant. Grant with that big shift earlier. Wesley. Grant picks it up. Centers it for Jake James. Loose puck out to Cooper. Tucker Scott just throws it in. Grant down low. Emmett's just all over the place down there. Puck's out front. Just bouncing puck loose out front there. Rhett Proctor throws it over for Felix. Bentley Nelson tries to get it out. Felix comes out with it. Drop around. Oh, I thought he had it. I thought Andy was looking the other way. Shot! Goal! Felix Travis out to Cooper Gregg. I think Emmett had something to do with it. Cooper Gregg ties it up. Puts us back in the hockey game 4-4. It's fun every time we get down. I don't think there's any hope for us to come back, but the boys keep doing something. Again, this has been an all KV game, but that was a beautiful little play by the first years. 8:18 remaining of a tie hockey game. Off the boards. Battle along the boards. Nolan McGraw. I think it went off Nolan's helmet. And they have so many weapons. Nolan just reaches out, settles things down. Every line has two weapons on it. Here to have Carl Augustine, Liam Bernard, Nolan McGraw. That's not even including the Sam Fougier and Jake Jameses and all these other high goal scoring players they have on their team. Cohen Butcher. Cohen able to play it deep. Arnott is going to be the first one there. Back for Carl. Augustine gives it away. Thrown to the far corner. Liam Bernard is going to be the first one there. Gets it down. Rep Proctor's going to wind up. Shoots it on the net. We were offside, so we had to wait a minute. Tries to pick it out of the air. Carl Augustine would have been gone if it got past our defenseman there. Rep Proctor should be the first one over there. Ooh, a bit of a giveaway. I don't know who this is. Nolan McGraw shot through a bunch of traffic. Sorry, I had a spam call coming through. I completely missed what just happened. Nolan McGraw, who's been very dangerous in this game on that draw. Over for Forgy. Forgy throws it towards the net. Slowed down by Wesley. Rhett comes in. I'm going to just sugarcoat that and say he couldn't stop his momentum and knocked Nolan McGraw over. Otherwise, he came over and threw him down. It probably should be a penalty. But I'm going to be a homer because I'm scared. We already have Cunningham in the box. That's why I missed it a moment ago. I'm glad this isn't a 5-on-3. Rhett could have made it a 5-on-3 quite easily there. Next whistle, I'll try to get the Jay Cunningham penalty up again. I had a call coming through that threw me right off. I missed the play completely. That put Jay in the box. Margaret out front. Cooper Gregg winds up, fires it. I wish Cooper would use that shot more often. I know he can shoot. We've played with Cooper for years. He doesn't wind that up enough when he wants to put it on net. I mean, he's good for pretty much a goal a game, but he has a powerful shot, which could be a big asset to him. Here comes Margaret. I don't know. Back to Forgy. Forgy for Fougier. Fougier. Felix gets there, able to chip it down. 1 minute remaining of the power play. I'm going to put up 40 seconds. That's about right. So the power play clock's correct right now. Nolan McGraw behind the net. Behind the net here. Back for Carl Augustine. This is an interesting setup. They got one of their biggest shooters playing defense right now. Comes back to him. Shot. Nolan with the save. Rebound. Margaret Marr. Margaret Marr off the rebound from Carl Augustine. And she puts it away, putting KV back up to 1 goal. Power play goal. Excellent coaching there. Really making a special teams play there, making Augustine on the back end, who is again one of their powerful shooters, gets that shot on net. Margaret finds that rebound, puts it home. Rhett just killed the guy with the shot. Gets the whistle. I'm not sure who that is, but I'm sure that hurt. Luke Nicole was the recipient of a slap shot right in the back of the leg. I can't imagine that felt good. So people are wondering why there's not an instant whistle there. They don't get the whistle till they get possession in a situation like that where it wasn't a penalty. 5-4 hockey game. KV over Sussex with 5 minutes, 2 seconds remaining of the hockey game. O'Neill. Wesley. Thrown in. The Merchant's gonna try to be the first guy there. The Merchant gets it. Arnott with it. Plays way up for Jake James. Jake James just gonna cross the red line and throw it in. Wesley Tabor. Again, they're quite disciplined team. They don't make stupid little mistakes like trying to throw it in when they haven't crossed the red line. Oh, I didn't even see a stick touch him. Nolan McGraw draws a penalty. Again, we're in the dying minutes here. Not the time to be penalty killing. Parker McLaughlin to the box. Power play for KV. 4:15 remaining. Sam Fougier out there with Margaret Marr, Carl Augustine, Kyle Forgy, and Tucker Scott. Jay Cunningham. Jay changes directions. Good job there by Augustine. Picked that out of the air. Shot wide. Again, most kids swing their stick at it. Carl knew to do the jump hand in the air. Fougier, just such a big kid. Good balance there by Sawyer Tremblett to come through that crowd. Forgy. Again, we need to be aggressive because we need this goal. Cooper Gregg. A little bit of interference there. 1 minute remaining of the power play. Margaret Marr. Cooper doesn't know where to go with it because Jay was just going for a line change. Forgy. Forgy up for Augustine. Augustine's probably going to be the first one there. We're just outclassed with these tall guys. Jack Merrill gets it, able to throw it down the length of the ice. 29 seconds remaining of the penalty kill. 5-4 hockey game in the final of the Ted McKnight tournament. Felix able to get in there. Grant riding him out. Nine seconds remaining of our penalty kill. Felix holds the zone. Our guy should be out of the box. Here comes Parker McLaughlin. Over for Grant. Comes Emmett Tabor. Shot, goes up a stick, goes wide. 2 minutes left of this hockey game. We're down a goal. We've had really no good chances. Penalties coming up. It's going to be on us. I'm kind of surprised by that. Bentley Nelson just kind of gets run over by Jay Cunningham. I really didn't see much there, especially this is the last deciding moments of this hockey game. I really don't think that should be a penalty. It's really going to hurt us. Again, we're going to have to play the end of this game shorthanded. I think there's a discussion. I hope they say it's not a penalty because I don't think it should be. I've never seen them do this before, and if this plays into the game, then it could be bad, but I see no penalty there. If anything, I think we had possession. They're going to let him out. Or are they doing the opposite? Are they saying it was a head-head? Oh, I'm completely wrong, I think. I thought they were just asking whether or not it was a penalty at all. I think they're trying to say it was a head-head and he's out for 4 minutes. Who's our best player? Not even close, our best player, Jay Cunningham. 5-minute major, they're calling it. I'm going to have to rewatch that completely. I thought we had the puck. Bentley just got under his feet to a degree. Jay Cunningham has been the MVP of this tournament. And now he's got a major penalty in the last minutes, which carries all kinds of other things to it. We have a game with Hampton tomorrow. I'm definitely going to have to rewatch that. I completely missed what was going on. So our coach is getting kicked out as well. But side note, that coach is Jay Cunningham's father. The bigger issue right now is we are at the final of this tournament. We're down a goal. We're gonna have to play that last minute short-handed. It's gonna be really hard for us to score here. We're gonna have to play some wild hockey. Our gambling odds would just went down considerably. On the other side of things, KV has been the stronger team. They've came out and played an excellent game. They've done excellent special teams. They've done excellent possession, excellent chances. I'm shocked that their record isn't top of the league with how well they've played this game. Yeah. Again, I was sure they were discussing whether or not that was a penalty at all and he shouldn't have blown the whistle. I was way off base. So Sussex's chance of winning this are shrinking by the second. It's going to take a miracle. Margaret, shot, hits Rhett. I think it went in Rhett's pants somewhere. Falls out. Oh, sorry, I gotta put some time on the clock. Oh, it's a little bit of a heartbreaker. We were really hoping to win this. Ryan, our coach, has coached in it 2 other years. He's won it every time he's played it. Play over for Sawyer. We'll probably consider pulling the goalie, but that'll only make it a 5-on-5 game. And I don't find that pulling the goalie works that often. Nolan McGraw. It's probably just smart to take their time. Nolan's so good with the puck, he could probably just skate with it for the next minute. Last minute of play of the hockey game. Sam Fougier shoots. Blocker save off to the side, Margaret Marr. Jack Merrill. We just can't seem to possess the puck. Every time we get it, we lose it. .25 seconds remaining. Nolan's going for, they pulled the goalie. Kyle Forgy with the puck. Kyle's just going to dump it down. We need to get this puck moved. Cohen Butcher. Guys, we've got to get possession. Shot towards the net. 4 seconds. It's too late. KV, the hard-fought win. A really good, a hell of a performance. KV dominated the play. even for Sussex to be in that game was off of some heroics of DeMerchant. Grant, I would say, player of the game here with that big shift that put them up and kind of broke our back early. Nolan McGraw with some big plays. Everybody showed up. Margaret Marr, geez, they really did it by committee, but they had some great heroic efforts out there by the KV team today. We'll have to find out what the situation with Jay Cunningham is. Again, if I had to choose our MVP of the entire tournament, it has been Jay Cunningham by a mile. He has been incredible in this tournament. I know he's in the locker room right now. I'm sure Nolan's upset. Your championship team? Oh, by a mile. Brian DeMerchant, player of the game. Should be Grant. If it's not Grant, you are my Bobski pick. Nolan McGraw gets it. Again, Nolan McGraw came out, got that third goal. It was a really spectacular effort. But I just find Grant really broke our back early. But good job by Nolan McGraw to get the player of the game. Again, that shot from Augustine with Margaret Marr right in the corner, putting that in too, that was a heck of an effort. And I just found Margaret was in a really good position so many times during that game.
Come get your medals. Number 3, Cone Butcher.
Silver medals going out. Again, we have, I think, 4 of these.
Number 6, Felix Travis. Number 7, Shea Surratt.
I don't know how to show everything here.
Number 11, Jack Moore. Number 19, Jay Cunningham.
Jay's in the dressing room right now.
Number 29, Wesley Tabor. Number 31, Nolan Anderson. Number 34, Cooper Garrett. Number 71, Mitchell Cobb. Number 86, Colin Neal. Number 97, Brad Palmer. Number 98,
Emma Tabor. And your champions, KV Hawks. Number 2. KV, the house, or they won U13C right before this. So KV is going to be a very decorated team coming home with a few banners. I'm a little confused what the, I think they're having a hard time how to say Blake's name. I don't know how to say it either. Arnott? Blake Arnott? Hey, you want to run this over to them? I don't know, they don't seem to have a list to read or something. Or their mic broke. Okay. Their mic must have broke or something. So Blake Arnott? I don't know how to say his name properly.
Mike.
Yeah, it must be. Number 3, Jake James. They don't have a mic. I can still be your commentator. It'll be number 4, Margaret Marr. Number 5, Andre Bork. Number 6, Tucker Scott. Number 7, Henry Pond. Number 8, Braden Grant. Number 9, Bentley Nelson. Number 10, Kyle Forgy. Number 11, the player of the game, Nolan McGraw, captain of the team. Number 12, Liam Verner. Yesterday they had a 13, it was Jackson Flood. I don't think he's here. So it'll go down to 14, PJ Darris. PJ Dares. I'll just yell. They got a little kid reading it. Voice doesn't carry. Number 15, Luke Nicole. Oh, I think he took that slap shot in the leg by Rhett. I think he's still feeling that. Number 17, Sam Fougier. Number 19, Carl Augustine. And then we'll be into the goalies, Andy Sims and then Cam Delaney. So this is Cam Delaney. Andy Sims is actually 29. Number 29, Andy Sims. Oh, here he had one. He must have got it. Oh, he got it first, didn't he? Nolan McGraw. Taking a banner back to KV. I don't know where they hang these. I don't think it's the Q-Plex. Maybe the QMA. Maybe the Rosse Arena. Sussex boys leave the ice. They're playing to the other crowd. I don't know if they'll play to the camera or not. Tal Lockery was always the best for knowing to play to the camera. Parker Scott skating with it. Cam Delaney, he had a heck of a game against us earlier in the tournament. KV, we came up against them 2 times this tournament. They beat us both times. I think they had a much better game this one, though. I thought they were very strong in this game. Again, this is the best thing about Tal Lockery. He remembers the cameraman. Delaney wrecking the thing. And that's it. We'll be back tomorrow. We're up against Hampton. In Hampton. We'll see if we have Jay or not. It's going to be a busy night. I'll try to get the Bob Pod out probably, and we'll go from there. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Good weekend of hockey.